Let's be honest, you deserve all 12 months of the year, so make sure this one is extra, extra special. In fact, you officially have permission to skip work. Just tell your boss, Jennifer Lopez said it was okay.
Okay, let's go, because this one is extra, extra special.
Do you feel President Trump is oppressive to the LGBTQ community?
Very much.
How has your life changed since Trump entered the White House?
I haven't quite felt any changes quite myself. I don't know if maybe I may just be blind to it.
Do you feel a child should have to wait till they're 18 to transition, or should they be able to start taking things such as hormone therapy and other procedures once they're in their teenage years?
I think we should allow the children to do what they want to do. I think we should allow children to transition.
The New Jersey U.S. Attorney's Office charged Brendan John Gayer, 26, with assaulting federal officers and causing bodily detention centre, leaving them with horrific wounds.
It's serious, but it is at a time when the rights of LGBT plus community, LGBT plus community, LGBT plus community,
equality and fraternity.
After all these years, them, haven't come up with one term to describe this community. Letters are being added endlessly. Let me lend you my brain. How about non-traditional? NT, as is anti, soothes you just fine.
Getting their rights stripped away along with other people. And how do you respond to all that? I know you're responding with joy and wonderness, but is there anything you want to say to
You're
those...
his secret weapon, Joy.
To those people who are stripping your rights away?
You know, we've tried rational thinking, critical thinking. We've tried everything. We tried to convince people, say, look, this plus this equals this. I really don't. I wish I had an answer. I don't know what else to do. As we all are, at our wits' end. We've never experienced anything like this in our lives. Never in our lives.
They were keeping people from voting.
Right.
They were literally shooting people. They were running them down with dogs to keep them from voting.
Our democracy, this is a violation of the Constitution. It is. It's a violation of the Constitution. I'm out of order, but y'all are doing illegal.
If you could click your fingers and Tucker Carlson is president instead of Donald Trump, would you do it?
I don't know. I don't think so, but it's kind of a toss-up. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
She rocked up with a futuristic look, you could say, like a robot, her face covered there. I don't know why she's trying to hide her identity. Maybe it's a ploy to get away from the cops investigating some of her alleged behaviour in the past. Worse than I thought. Do you see anything redeeming about this little outfit? Not so little, really.
You know what? I guess I have to be happy for Sam Smith that he can go out with his head held.
On her, she had a bulletproof dress that read, "Gun violence is killing our kids." There you go. She's flashing that. Is the Met Gala really the place for political posturing?
It can't be complete without Chucky the Dooms doll.
Administration is waging illegitimate wars across the world, killing countless of people. It is also strangling the Cuban people, deliberately, methodically, and openly. The pedophile Trump himself bragged about it, saying there's an embargo, there is no oil, there's no money, there's no anything. He said it like it was something to be proud of.
He told me when I turned 40 years old that I was the first person in his family to enjoy full civil rights. And he is still alive today, and I am still alive today, and I have been discriminated against. And now I have to tell my children that they have less civil rights than I did when I was born.
That's true.
That is disgusting, despicable, and I am devastated by...
Here they go. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on.
Okay, last thing then. What do you think we're going to have first? Are we going to have a female president first or a gay president?
Oh, well, we don't know if we've already had a gay president.
Hey, that's true.
I think there are chances that maybe we have, but...
I can answer that. First black, then brown, maybe. After that gay, and then trans. Every minority will get a chance before half of the population is considered. But I'm boring you. Let's continue.
Cuba stood up for the world, and now it is time for the world to stand up for Cuba. And I'm asking all of you, every friend of peace, every defender of the right of peoples to
Peoples should have spent more time on your education?
your local US embassy and make your voice heard. The people in power do not act unless we compel them to. And so now we compel them.
Who authorized you to speak on behalf?
Let's take a break with intentionally funny. Peoples? Before we lose too many brain cells.
Anna? Just curious, what do you think of my dress tonight?
And the nominees are? Get away from him, you.
I said funny, so mute this piece?
We are a little bit tight for time, so I probably can't do my Islamic bit. Well, obviously. I'm not going to be telling the same jokes about Muhammad. I'd feel very comfortable telling about Jesus Christ. And that's because, fun fact, I'm not an idiot. So if you're a Christian and you're sat there thinking, well, that's not fair. He makes jokes about Christians all day long, but he won't make the same sort of jokes about Muslims. Well, then maybe, as a Christian, you should think about blowing something up. Hey? No one's scared of you. What are the Christians going to do? Forgive me.
Brace yourself for the second round.
You know, that's why Hegseth said, the Secretary of Defense, he said we can't CNN can't come soon enough to be under the control of Paramount, because we know that Trump wants to hurt. I mean, I slept with the guy that created it.
You did?
I have a personal stake in it.
People who speak like that.
Promised that I wouldn't do any more call-out posts, but I need to do this, okay? Hey, transphobe, I'm calling you out. You ready for this, transphobe? Okay, deal with this. What you're doing is wrong, and we're going to find you, okay? We're gonna find you. So this is a call-out post to Linear Time. Linear Time, stop being so transphobic. Give trans girls the ability to go back in time and make up for pretending to be a boy for too long, okay? Linear Time.
Stop taking female hormones. You clearly can't handle it.
Right now we're looking at a real attack on the trans community. We're seeing people lose their driver's license suddenly with no way to get to even the DMV. We're seeing people not allowed to go to the bathroom, even though they clearly present, you know, the way that they are, who they are, but they're forcing them to go to the bathroom in the non-corresponding bathrooms. We're seeing people having to flee the country.
This is the ceasefire pen, and what we are demanding is a ceasefire in Gaza. And I think that I am so blessed to have a platform, and this is the least I can do to use it. And like, sometimes the news cycle is so fast and people move on.
Like, having a platform doesn't mean you have to use it. Like, it is not for you.
Trusted. It did not take positions. It reported the news and to see what's happening. And so we have to stop. No, I did have many conversations with Ted Sarandos about it, because he and I are friends.
Who do you have more in common with, a Trump supporter or a radical Islamist?
Radical Islamist.
You saw someone wearing one of those red hats chanting "Make America Great Again," or you saw someone shouting "Allahu Akbar" running down the breezeway here. Who would you feel more safe with?
The one shouting "Allahu Akbar." Yeah.
You would support the radical Islamists.
Yeah.
What is it about Trump supporters that you don't think you'd get along with them so well?
I'm gay.
But you would get along with a radical Islamist?
Yes.
And you're gay?
Yes.
What is a bigger threat to America today? Radical Islam or Trump supporters?
Trump supporters.
I'll say Trump.
Trump supporters in MAGA.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say Trump supporters in MAGA.
I would have to go with the Trump supporters.
Trump supporters in MAGA.
Trump supporters in MAGA.
I'd say MAGA. But we should be able to allow people to be who they are.
Yeah. Even if they're a radical Islamist.
Yes. There's no right to judge them.
And I'll be honest with you, I didn't think Trump was going to win. I live in California. I didn't think he was going to win. From what I was hearing.
I didn't either.
I think he was going to win.
No,
this is where I live, you know?
Yeah.
I said something along the lines of like, there was no planning. This is what they get. There should have been a primary. I said something along those lines, you know? Like I was just spitballing ideas as to, it was a shock, you know? My wife and daughters, without saying anything, became physical with me. They were filled with rage. So if I am being careful with you in how I say things, yes, I live in California. I live with not one, not two, but three people who, if I made any kind of joke, they would they'd become very angry with me. You know, I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but I couldn't live that way. I would, whatever household or whatever situation I'm in, I say what I truly think, and if it makes you angry, I'm sorry, we'll have to work that out. Well, it makes. But I am not going to tuck my tail between my legs and just shut the up. This is what you were dealing with when you were a child. Just sit there and don't say anything.
I have less rights than I did when he became president. And I shouldn't have less rights than I used to. I shouldn't have different rights than my husband has in 50 states. I shouldn't have to provide a plethora of other documentation to get an ID because I got married, because I've changed my name. It's just chipping away at us little by little until we don't realize we're all cooked.
Support a woman if she was going through the fact that she'd been assaulted in a single-sex space by a male person. I know you wouldn't help a woman who was a member of your union if she had been raped in a single-sex space for women by a man.
Trans women are women.
Even if they rape other women.
Trans women are women.
Even rapists.
Women commit crimes.
But
trans women are women.
Was Isla Bryson a woman?
Trans women are women.
What makes them women?
Trans women are women.
And you've got no explanation for what makes them women?
Is it in the word? Is it in the name?
Well, I'm looking for a definition, not a circular argument.
Trans women are women.
Do you see how that's a circular definition? Would you like to explain why trans women are women?
Trans rights are human rights.
What about women's rights to single-sex spaces?
Trans rights are human rights.
So you don't believe that women have the right to get unchanged away from the presence of men?
Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.